Welcome to my channel. At 12:37 a.m., the roar of a Lamborghini tore through the Spanish night. 30 seconds later, the silence was deafening. Flames lit the highway. And inside the wreck lay the charred remains of a football star the world adored. This is the story they didn't want to believe. On July 3, 2025, just past midnight, a black Lamborghini Huracan sped through the quiet stretches of the A52 motorway in Zamora, Spain. Inside were two brothers, Diogo Jota, 28, and Andrés Silva, 26. They weren't just brothers by blood. They were bound by dreams, by sacrifice, by the kind of bond only survivors of poverty and pressure know. Moments later, tragedy struck, as the car overtook a truck. Witnesses reported a sharp, sudden jolt. The rear tire exploded. At 180 kilometers an hour, there was no room for mercy. The Lamborghini skidded violently, flipped off the road, and slammed into a barrier. Then came the fire. A violent, engulfing inferno. The kind no one walks away from. When first responders arrived, it was already too late. The brothers were declared dead on the scene. Their identities were confirmed hours later. One of Portugal's brightest footballing lights. Gone. Diogo Jota was never supposed to make it this far. Born in Massarelos, Porto, he came from modest roots, no silver spoon, no spotlight. What he had was fire in his feet and a brain built for football. From Paços de Ferreira to Wolverhampton Wanderers. And then, Liverpool. At Anfield, he was more than just another name. He was clutch, versatile, unrelenting. The man who scored when hope looked dead. A forward who could dribble like a winger, strike like a sniper, and press like a madman, but off the field. He was quiet. Humble. A family man. He had just gotten married on June 22, barely 10 days before the crash. 3 young children now left fatherless. A wedding turned into a wake. ANS loved him not just for his goals, but for his grit. Klopp once said, "Jota has the heart of a lion in the body of a whisper." And he wasn't wrong. André Felipe Teixeira da Silva may not have had the fame of his older brother, but his story was no less inspiring. A midfielder playing in Portugal's second division with Penafiel, André was a quiet storm. Hardworking, disciplined, and fiercely supportive of Diogo, the brothers often said they wouldn't let football break their bond. They trained together, vacationed together, and now, tragically, they died together. Sources close to the family said they were returning from a short holiday. Just two brothers catching up on time lost to fame. And in one cruel twist of fate, they were taken at the same time. It's as if destiny knew it couldn't separate them. When news broke, the football world stopped. Anfield gates flooded with flowers, scarves, and candles. Tributes poured in from fans, teammates, and rivals alike. Jurgen Klopp, in tears, said, "He was one of us. He gave us everything." Cristiano Ronaldo posted, "Portugal mourns a warrior. Rest, Jota. We carry your fire." UEFA announced a minute's silence across all women's Euro 2025 games. FIFA's president called it a loss that transcends sport. Fans in Portugal held candlelight vigils in Lisbon and Porto. And in the small village where Jota grew up, church bells rang for the boy who became a hero, but the most heart-wrenching tribute came from his wife, Sofia. A single line posted on her private account, "You promised forever. You kept it." As tributes poured in, so did questions. What caused the tire to explode? Was it high speed, factory error, or a simple case of chance? The Lamborghini Huracan, known for its insane power, has been involved in multiple high-speed fatalities globally. Spanish Civil Guard confirmed no other vehicles were involved. Toxicology reports are pending. But what's clear is that this wasn't a reckless joyride. It was a calm, late-night drive turned nightmare. Many ask, why them? Why now? Diogo was at the peak of his career. A Euro 2024 hero. A newlywed. A father. A fighter, but sometimes, fate doesn't wait for reason. Diogo Jota's final game was played not on the field, but in our hearts. We remember the goals. The celebrations. The red shirt stretched wide, arms open to the cop. We remember the way he made us believe that magic was real, that the underdog could rise, and now, in death, he's united us all again. In grief. In memory. In love, as the world lights candles and sings his name, we realize something chilling. Some legends aren't made by how long they lived, but by how deeply they're missed when they're gone. Rest in power, Diogo, rest in peace, Andre, two brothers. One road. One legacy, Diogo Jota, 1996 to 2025, Andre Silva, 1998 to 2025, forever in our hearts, never forgotten. Subscribe to Honor Legends, new tributes every week. Rest in peace.